Hi, today I'll be looking at an Addmaths trial question. The first question shows that this equation is equals to negative tangent to x. So first of all, we should take note that sine to x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. And we can derive this formula to get 2 sine x is equal to sine to x over cos x. We should also take note that 2 sine square x minus 1 is equals to negative cos 2x. These two are a basic formula and it will be given during the exam. So we need to replace this 2 sine x with sine 2x over cos x. And we should also replace the 2 sine square x minus 1 with negative cos 2x. And then we simply need to solve this equation in order to prove that the equation is equal to negative tangent to x. Next, sketch the graph of y equals to negative tangent to x for 0 until pi in the answer space provided. As we can see here, there is 4 equal segments in x-axis. So we should know that each segment represents 1 over 4 pi radian. Each segment of the x-axis also has an asymptote line, which is a straight line in which the graph constantly approaches but does not meet at any infinite distance. First of all, we need to draw the graph of y equals to tangent to x. To get the graph of negative tangent to x, we simply need to reflect the graph of tangent to x on the x-axis. The red graph that I have drawn is the graph of y equals to tangent to x, and the blue graph is negative tangent to x, in which I get the blue graph by reflecting the red graph on the x-axis. So the final answer will be the one on the blue graph. Moving on to the last question, determine the value of p where p is a constant, which means p is a number such that the number of solution for the equation is not 2. You may ask, what is the number of solution? Well, the number of solution is the amount of time the straight line that we draw intersect the graph. In which this question asks us to find the value of p, in which when we draw a straight line for the value of p, the straight line will not intersect the graph 2 times. As we can see here, if p is equal to 2, 1, negative 1, and 2, the straight line will intersect the graph 2 times. So this is not what the question asks us to do. However, as we can see here, if p equals to 0, the straight line will intersect the graph 3 times, and this is the final answer.